Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Um, you're on Extreme Close Up with David Hall again. Okay, I know. To the Tuesday morning update. Listen, last night we launched a radio show, and I thought it went okay. First time, not the easiest time. Only had one song, because I got to learn how to get more. But that's all right, because I'm going to get many more songs. So you'll see. Just what I found difficult was, um, you know, being able to download some songs as opposed to others. And I guess when you're trying to attract an audience, you got to wonder who it is you're attracting. With that in mind, y'all just bear with me while I get this thing together. I'm learning. Not great at it, but I am learning, and I will do well with this. I know I will. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to send a big shout out to everybody who's experiencing this cold weather. This is what happens when it becomes the winter. You know, and people manipulate us in all sorts of different ways. And we should not allow ourselves to be manipulated. But we always are, because people know how to pull at our heartstrings. They know how to make things out of issues that shouldn't be issues. But it's amazing that whenever a person finds themselves in leadership, they notice two things. They notice, first of all, how the previous leadership manipulated those who followed them so well. And the second thing, they notice the lasting effects of the manipulation that they have to deal with. Now, the way to counteract that is not to offer more manipulation. I mean, you yourself should not start manipulating to counteract with the manipulation you're encountering. And I know that it's hard to deal intellectually with people who have been manipulated. You can be right as rain with someone who's being manipulated, and it will not matter one bit. I want you to get that. It will not matter one bit, because no matter how much you argue, no matter how much you make sense, no matter how logical you are, if someone decides that this is the thing that they're going to believe, they're going to believe it no matter what it is you do. And, that discourages people, because, you're saying to yourself, but don't you see what's happening to you? They don't care what's happening to them. It's not a big issue whatsoever what's happening to them. They hadn't thought about it one bit, hadn't given it that much thought. And so, recognize, understand that when you are combating manipulation, you just have to deal with it until someone opens their eyes and see the light. Never make somebody see the light. Never, because they will always be intimidated by the light and run right back into the cave. You have to lead them out of the cave slowly. And as they come out of the cave, hold their hand. Let them know that, hey, there's no reason to be afraid of that light. It's going to be okay. Let their eyes adjust to the fact that they're walking out of total darkness, gradually into light. Because when they get outside, it's going to be a whole different change anyway. But if you drag me out of that cave kicking and screaming, you forget one thing. That cave is home. No matter how bad it is, that cave is comfortable. No matter how terrible it is, that cave is where I have belonged. So don't get frustrated with me when I don't come into the light the way you want me to. Give me a moment. Lead me gradually. And that's what leadership should do. Leadership should know how to combat things that come against it in sensible ways. Someone told me that they didn't like my managerial style. And I don't know exactly what about my managerial style was not attractive to them. Because essentially what I believe when it comes to leadership is you trust the people you put around you yourself. And the people that you inherit, you watch. You don't condemn, you don't fight, you don't scheme, you just watch. And then you recognize what it is you have to do. I think that's a sensible strategy. I think that's how things should work. Well, anyway, hey, what do I know, right? I mean, I'm just almost 40. Oh my God, I'm almost 40.